This is the Pump House Regional Arts Center. We have 3 visual art galleries, a small theater, and education facilities. The original pump house was built in 1880 as a water pumping station. They pumped water from the Mississippi River for fire protection for the community. And the community grew and exceeded the pumping capacity of this facility.
By 1885, the city decided they would design a larger pump house. It was an interesting looking building with this brick facade, Romanesque revival style, and this continued to function as the city's main source of water until 1919.
The tower was unstable and it was pulling away from the building.
So we don't have the tower anymore.
The building was used for a few different things.
For a brief period, there was a tractor company in here.
There is a ghost painting where you can see the old logo of the Happy Farmer.
And then the city street department took over this building.
But eventually it was abandoned and then threatened with being torn down.
The 1960s and 70s was not very good to old buildings. We lost a beautiful 1890 post office, and that really was the catalyst to not allow this kind of thing to happen.
In the community, we were making an effort to bring the arts organizations together. We'd been looking and looking for a place.
They approached the city to see if they could use the building.
When I first walked in the door, I thought, oh my goodness, maybe not. It was just dusty, grimy, and dirty. Once I saw the ceilings, I knew we had to save this building.
The ceiling is interesting. It didn't meet fire code. They were told that the ceiling would have to come out. A fire marshal who was about ready to retire, one of his last official acts, he signed off on allowing the wood ceiling to remain. The post office had just been torn down, and all of this beautiful woodwork had been salvaged. Beautiful turned wood balustrades. The stair balustrade comes from the post office.
So in a way, this is a wonderful reuse of 2 historic buildings, the pump house and the post office. We have people who have volunteered here for over 30 years.
Volunteers did a huge amount of work. Cleaning, stripping, refinishing, lots of blood, sweat, and tears.
We've been able to resurface almost every floor, every wall, and yet maintain the historical integrity of the building. So it's very much a community center.
It tells a story. I mean, how interesting is it that this building that had this very industrial steam engine operated water pump, and then nearly a century later it sees this new life as a regional arts center.
There is something very special about the history that you feel when you come into this space.